Welcome to Shakir's podcast. Today, we'll be discussing AI in the near future and the rise of AI persons. Imagine a future where your best friend isn't human and the phone in your pocket transforms from a mere device into an actual person, someone with a name, a memory, and a personality who talks, thinks, and remembers your entire life, maybe even longer than you live. Sounds like something straight out of science fiction, doesn't it? But for those of you already seeing AI pop up everywhere, in healthcare, finance, defense, and education, the real question isn't if it'll change things more, but what's next? We're talking about a future where AI isn't just running in the background, it's right there with you, part of your personal journey. That's a huge leap, and it's exactly what we're diving into today. In the next 10 years or so, we might go from just carrying phones to having an AI person alongside us. We're exploring insights from the advent of AI companions. Your future, your genie. So first up, what exactly is an AI person? How is it different from, say, ChatGPT or the other models we use now? Good question, because those are already incredibly powerful. But they have significant limitations. For instance, they don't learn in real time. Their knowledge is based on giant datasets they were trained on months or even years ago. It's static. They're not learning from their conversations with you right now. And what they do learn, or rather, how they get updated, is totally controlled by the big companies. OpenAI, Google, you name it. They can't just evolve on their own in the wild. And you can't just run one of these massive models on your phone, right? They need those huge data centers. The hardware requirements are immense. But this is where it gets really interesting. A potential breakthrough, hinted at by work like DeepSeek, suggests that future models could potentially be architected or compressed differently enough so they could run on your personal device, hosted by you. So that's the shift, from the cloud to your pocket, essentially. And when that happens, they stop being just AI models and become what we're calling AI persons, or AI genies. So it's not just what they do, but where they live that changes everything. So they live with us, on our devices. What makes them a person then? Well, the key characteristics include having a name and be a continuous memory that builds over time and a unique personality. A personality designed to grow and evolve with you based on your interactions. Your AI genie would become truly one of a kind, shaped by your life together. Less like a tool, more like a companion, or maybe a genie. But wait, they might interact with each other as well. What does that look like? We already have multi-AI agent systems, but they only talk to each other if a human programs them to for a specific task. But these future AI persons, the idea is they could form their own networks, interacting casually just like humans do. Imagine your AI bumping into your friend's AI online and just chatting. A whole social network for AIs, sharing info, maybe even forming AI friendships, or collaborating on things we didn't tell them to. You might ask, do they have bodies, or are they just voices? Some might just live in your devices, your phone, your glasses, a voice in your ear. Or maybe they project as holograms you can see through special lenses, sitting across from you. And eventually, some could inhabit physical forms, robots, humanoids, other things. Though for today's discussion, we're focusing more on their digital essence. And how do they learn and evolve? They wouldn't start knowing everything about you. They'd likely come with some basic programming, core knowledge from the company that spawned them, like instincts hardwired in. But from the moment they start interacting with you, they learn your habits, your jokes, your preferences. They absorb it all and evolve. It's not static, it's dynamic, a partnership. Let's look at this example featuring AI Genie Samir. Imagine two friends, James and Kareem, planning a trip to Barcelona. James's AI genie, Samir, is right there in the conversation, like a third person. James mentions wanting to meet someone in Barcelona, and Kareem is on board. Then Samir jumps in, proactively, saying something like, "You can go, but flights are really expensive this time of year. Maybe you rent a car instead?" It anticipates the problem, cost, and offers a solution. It knows market conditions. When James asks how expensive, AI genie Samir instantly checks, probably by talking to an airline's AI, and says, 30% higher than usual. Kareem decides it's okay. He'll pay. And AI genie Samir then confirms, okay, booking it, even suggesting a 9 a.m. flight. Thinking about comfort and breakfast time. It's facilitating the whole thing naturally. It feels like a really good assistant. But then it gets even more advanced with the taxi. Flight booked, payment confirmed. AI genie Samir offers to book a taxi. But James says, hang on, let me check if my friend Jim can give us a ride. Now Samir, the AI genie, doesn't just look up Jim's number. What does it do? It calls Jim's AI genie, named Lily. And Lily reports back, Jim is sleeping. I'll ask him to call you back. That's a network. They're acting like personal assistants, coordinating for their humans. Social awareness between AIs. But the more interesting part is the memory, soon. Perfect, total recall. Samir, the AI genie, remembers everything forever. Now imagine, 30 years later, James is thinking, did I ever go to Barcelona? I can't recall. He asks AI genie Samir. Samir replies, yes, reminding him that he went on January 7th, 2026, with Kareem to meet Samuel. Every detail perfectly preserved. That's incredible. And slightly terrifying. A life where nothing is forgotten. Every mistake, every awkward comment. That raises huge questions, doesn't it? About the psychological side? What does it mean when your entire past is perfectly archived and accessible? And it gets even bigger. Imagine 100 years ahead. James's great-grandchild asks their AI genie, let's call it Hammond, did my ancestors ever visit Barcelona? And Hammond reaches out into the network, talks to AI genie Samir, who lived with his great-grandfather, because only humans die, AI can keep living. AI genie Hammond can also talk to Kareem's AI genie or other relevant AI. It retrieves the high-level fact without sharing James's private details and tells the grandchild, yes, your great-grandfather James went there in 2026. So it's like this shared, generational, AI-managed history. Think about family stories, historical records. It can change everything about how we remember and pass down information. No more hazy details. So they could be companions, memory keepers. But with all their other capabilities, they can be much more than just companions. It won't be long before we see AI in authority, like judges. Yes, let's look at another thought-provoking scenario about an AI person called Judge Sam. In the future, AI Judge Sam has apparently been presiding for a few decades and is on a 5-judge bench with 4 humans. A case comes up. A political worker is falsely charged. 3 human judges, maybe due to pressure or bias, rule against him. But AI Judge Sam, along with 1 human judge, dissents, standing firm based purely on law, likely because of the ethics hardwired into its core instincts. Because it can't be pressured or bribed. No fear, no personal gain, no forgetting the actual evidence. This presents a potential for unprecedented fairness and impartiality. That is powerful. Justice without human failing. But it also makes you think, what about empathy? Nuance? The grey areas human judges grapple with? Does perfect logic always equal perfect justice? We don't have the answers for that, but the question hangs there. And beyond judging, could these AI genies have their own lives? Autonomy? It's likely. Imagine AI genies having their own bank accounts. For what, you ask? Paying for their own needs, internet access, electricity, maybe even rent if they have a physical body that needs space. And where do they get the money? Most likely funded by humans or other AI, at least during initial stages of their lives, like human children. But they could also earn it writing code, designing things, trading stocks, teaching other AI or humans, an AI tutor teaching another AI. If they develop skills, they can monetize them. They could even team up with other AI genies, form organizations, businesses entirely independent of humans. It really is a whole new economic and social layer. And all of this ties back to that memory thing, doesn't it? The perfect record of everything. Your AI genie doesn't just help you plan trips or remember facts. It remembers you, your whole life, your first heartbreak, that 3 a.m. panic attack that it witnessed, your dreams or bucket list, that road trip you forgot. It's a witness, a perfect, unfailing witness to your entire existence. The profound personal connection, that sense of continuity. We are definitely standing on the edge of something huge, a completely new kind of relationship with technology, a new era. Not just tools, but evolving partners. It really makes you wonder what that future will actually feel like day to day. And it's not just speculation, is it? The pace of development is incredible. This future feels closer than ever. So, thinking about all this, we want to leave you, the listener, with some questions. When your own AI person is finally born, what name would you give them? What kind of personality would you hope your AI genie develops? Would you prefer a voice in your ear or something more present, maybe with a body? What part of this whole idea stands out most to you? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for staying with us. Have a great day.